Hi, it's Maxine, Kaye, and yoga from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living on this nice, cool Thursday where we don't have rain, we don't have snow. We have a little bit of sun every now and then, but it's what Reverend Mike and I often call a soft day. It's just soft. I think we could use a little more softness in our lives right now, don't you? Whether it's the weather or a cute puppy or anything that helps us to relax and stay out of tension and fear. For some reason, this morning, a movie that I never saw popped into my mind. It's not the kind of movie I would normally go to see from what I understand about it. It was called Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It popped into my mind, and I think it was because I'm aware that there's a lot of fear and a lot of loathing that's been going on. And of course, the opposite of fear is faith. The opposite of loathing would be loving. So I'd like to help us to move from any kind of negative thoughts, feelings, or emotions into something more wonderful, something more comfortable, something softer. I think it was Hafiz who said, "Fear is the cheapest room in the house. I would have you move to better quarters." I think we're all in the process of realizing we need to move to better quarters, because there is something upon which we can rely absolutely, and that is the presence of divine love, the power of infinite wisdom, and it is always available, and it is eternal. It never ends. Love never ends. Wisdom never ends. We are in the process of allowing ourselves to be guided and nurtured and moved more deeply into that beautiful place where God abides in fullness. And there is peace, and there is confidence, and there is faith. And above all, there is love. Wouldn't you say so, Yoga? She's pretty much the epitome of love, isn't she? And definitely, looking at her always reminds us that there is safety, that there is comfort, and that we are all the beloved in whom God is well pleased. So we're moving to that place, no matter what's going on outside, and there's enough. There is more than enough stuff going on outside that it's up to us to take a deep dive within and to allow ourselves to come to that place that's at the very center of our hearts, where we finally remember that our hearts are held so tenderly and so powerfully and so lovingly by the cosmic heart itself. And so this is where we are headed, away from fear into faith, away from loathing and finger pointing and blaming, into loving, into compassion, into empathy, starting with ourselves. So let's just move out of that room. If we're spending any time in a place that's not comfortable, like on someone's lap a little too long, let's just say, okay, off I go, and move ourselves to a place of peace and assist each other in moving to that better quarter. We all have the opportunity to remember who we are. We all have the opportunity every minute of every day to help other people remember who they are too. Beloveds, we are the beloveds of God. And we are safe, and we are loved, and we are guided, and we are beautiful examples to other people in our lives about how to live from the better quarters of faith, feeling a sense of peace, feeling that sense of empowerment, knowing, absolutely knowing that we're fine because we live and we move and we have our being in the very heart of God. So stay with me there. This is the place for us to be. This one life, it's God's life. That life is love and wisdom, peace and power. And that life is your life and my life. Let's stay with this truth, and let's remind others as we can, just by living from the very heart of our being, staying in faith, staying in love, remaining in peace. So tomorrow, Reverend Mike will have a love note for you. And of course, Sunday we have our live stream, and we love to invite everybody to be with us at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time on every Sunday morning. We have an opportunity to connect heart to heart, mind to mind, to lift each other up, to remain in peace and serenity and a little bit of joy. Why not? There's no reason not to enter into the joy of God. It is always present, and it is always possible for us to feel it. All we need to do on Sunday or any day is to go to cslphilly.org, and that website has a live link that you click in order to be a part of that Sunday morning celebration. And you can also click on that same link at any time of the day or night, any day of the week, because everything is archived there. Reverend Mike and I have our love notes there. Our Sunday morning celebrations are there as well. So join us every day, anytime you wish. Let's continue to remind each other how we love each other, how we are held so tenderly in the very heart of the divine. All is well. We love you. Stay tuned. Bye for now.